Good morning, everybody. I want to share some of what we talked about on Sunday's hot seat coaching call. So the majority of the time we were talking about habit loops and going for those foods that you um, deem unhealthy. But the biggest thing that came out of this conversation was someone said, "Why can't I just stop doing this?" And the whole table, you could see a consensus there. I think a lot of us suffer with this, and I think we swing from all in to F it. But that shame that's underlying there will not create change. Self compassion will create change. And I shared a study, and I didn't do the justice, I didn't recant the study properly during the session, but I looked it up again, so I'm going to share. There's two groups of women, group A, group B. They were both given, they were part of a study, and they were told that this study was about a TV program or watching TV. And they were separated, and they were both given a donut and a comfy couch and a TV program. Group A was told, I know some people don't really like to eat donuts, but it's okay. It's only one and it's not going to do any damage. Just enjoy the show and have your donut. Group B was told nothing. Okay, so they watch their show. And then they're taken separately again to a room where they're told, like, to do the survey on the TV show or whatever. But there's cookies and candy. Group Group B ate way more than Group A. Group B was on a diet, Group A was not. The people who were not given permission for the donut were on diets and ate way more. So that self talk, that negative beating up, caused them to eat more later in the day. And I feel like most women are exhausted from fighting with their self. And it's not a willpower thing, okay? These women are strong, smart. These decisions become unconscious because they become habit loops. And Charles Duhigg's book, The Power of Habit, is a really good book to grab. And it talks about a cue, routine, and reward cycle that we get into. So the cue: stress, boredom, sadness, loneliness, nighttime is the big one. The routine: you go for chips, wine, sugar. The reward is that comfort, reprieve, relief, and a hit of dopamine. Know that highly processed foods, like cookies and candy and that kind of thing, um, have engineers, food engineers, figuring out how much salt and fat and sugar to add to these foods to become highly palatable, highly addictive. When they watch people eat this and monitor their brain, it lights up as if they were doing heroin. There's a real dopamine hit. So there's a physical thing happening right there. Um, so Charles talks about changing the routine. The trigger or the cue is always going to be there. The boredom, the nighttime, whatever, that's going to happen. Your brain is looking for that reward, and it's a very, very strong. The key is to find a change in the routine so you still get that little reward, but it's a more healthier choice. And we spent a lot of time talking about that on Sunday. But I want to get back to self compassion because that was the biggest takeaway. Someone said the biggest takeaway for the day was to be more patient with their self. And self compassion doesn't sound like whatever, who cares? It's like, I'm struggling right now, but I can be patient with myself. I don't need to beat myself up. I can take a breath and I can recover. So in the next session, I haven't scheduled it yet because we're moving on Monday, but we will have one in June, and we're going to dive deeper into awareness, into habit loops, emotional triggers, and how to create lasting change. And know that awareness is the first step to recovery. You cannot hate yourself into permanent change. So tomorrow, I'd invite you, if you resonate with this, I would invite you to notice one habit you would like to break. Don't fix it, don't judge it, just notice and name it. And if you feel like it, if it resonates with you, post it. And know that you're not alone. There's lots of people who go through the same thing. But lasting change happens faster when we stop fighting ourselves and understanding ourselves. So, again, first step is awareness. Go ahead and post anything that you're working on, and I will see you next week.